Women. The ultimate curse at sea, or so pirates believed. Ironically, naked women supposedly brought good luck to the waves, which is why figureheads of bare-breasted ladies perched on ship bows. But a living woman aboard? Disaster. The superstition claimed women would distract the crew, angering the sea itself. Never mind that some of history's most fearsome pirates were women. Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and Grace O'Malley commanded crews and plundered merchants with the same skill as any man. But logic doesn't stick when fear is involved. Most crews clung to the belief that women aboard meant mutiny, storms, and death. A wooden carving of a woman's breasts calmed the sea. An actual woman brought apocalypse. Make that make sense. Bananas. Just the word makes modern sailors laugh. Among maritime taboos, none puzzles people more than hatred for this humble fruit. Entire voyages refused to carry bananas, claiming any ship with them was doomed. The superstition rooted back to the Caribbean trade when wooden boats struggled to deliver fruit before it spoiled. Bananas released methane gas that could cause other food to rot or ignite near flames. The oil acted as fish repellent, devastating for fishing crews who caught nothing when bananas were aboard. Banana freighters moved so fast to prevent rot that fishing crews sailing alongside caught nothing, cementing the fruit's unlucky reputation. There was also the famous slipped on a banana peel scenario, which happened on many occasions, sending sailors overboard. Even today, some fishing boats in the Caribbean still ban bananas outright. It's the superstition that somehow survived into the modern era. Davy Jones's locker. The name has haunted sailors for centuries, though its origin remains a mystery. Perhaps it was an actual pirate named David Jones from the Indian Ocean in the 1630s. Maybe a pub owner who kidnapped sailors, or a notoriously myopic sailor named Duffer Jones who fell overboard constantly. Or maybe Davy Jones is just another name for Satan. Whatever the origin, it became something terrifying. It represented the bottom of the sea, the mythical resting place of drowned sailors. Pirates believed wicked sailors would be consigned to Davy Jones's locker, an eternal chest at the ocean's bottom. Pious sailors would go to Fiddler's Green instead. The truly dark belief was that Davy Jones himself was an evil spirit waiting in the ship's rigging before storms or shipwrecks, welcoming new sailors to their watery graves. If sharks followed a ship, someone aboard would soon die. The concept represented the ultimate fear, an eternity trapped in the dark depths, separated from land and family. Whistling and Friday departures. Some superstitions had almost logical roots, even if the logic was twisted. Whistling or singing into the wind was believed to whistle up a storm, because early sailors used whistles to signal during storm maneuvers. The sound became synonymous with chaos and danger. Many captains banned whistling outright, fearing even a playful tune could shift calm seas into a gale. Friday departures were equally cursed. The superstition came from Christian lore. Friday is the day of the crucifixion, so it became maritime law that any voyage beginning on Friday would end in bad weather, mutiny, or death. Captains refused to set sail on Fridays, and crews refused to board ships departing on that cursed day. Flat-footed people were also avoided before boarding because they supposedly brought bad luck. Red-haired individuals were considered harbingers of disaster, though sailors could mitigate the bad luck if they spoke to the red head before the red head spoke to them. A competition to speak first became a bizarre maritime custom. Words themselves brought bad luck too. Saying drowned, goodbye, or good luck aboard a ship was forbidden. Things associated with land, churches, pigs, foxes, cats, and rabbits, were bad luck if mentioned. Renaming a ship without proper procedures? 7 years of bad luck. The Albatross Curse. Among all maritime superstitions, the albatross holds a special place because it inspired one of the greatest pieces of English literature ever written. In October 1718, topman William Campbell was aloft aboard the Speedwell off Cape Horn. Ice coated the masts, and while furling the mainsail, he lost his grip and drowned. A mate named Hatley soon spotted an albatross and, believing it a bad omen, shot the bird. History doesn't record whether Hatley ever broke the curse, but Spain imprisoned him and he was never seen again. The superstition became deeply embedded in maritime culture. Killing an albatross, swallow, gull, or dolphin would bring bad luck, not just to the individual who committed the act, but potentially to the entire crew. Seabirds, pirates believed, carried the souls of dead sailors. Killing one was murdering a ghost, violating a sacred trust between the living and the drowned. The consequences were believed to be severe and long-lasting, bringing misfortune that could plague a ship for years. Samuel Taylor Coleridge immortalized this superstition in The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, a haunting poem about a sailor cursed forever for killing an albatross. The poem became so famous that the superstition itself gained credibility through literature, reinforcing the belief that killing seabirds was one of the worst things a sailor could do. Gold earrings and protective talismans. Pirates wore gold hoop earrings for practical and superstitious reasons. The practical reason was grim. If a sailor's body washed ashore, the gold could pay for a proper funeral and burial, ensuring the corpse wasn't thrown into a mass grave. The superstitious reasons were more optimistic. Some sailors believed the gold brought good fortune, preventing drowning and warding off sickness. Others thought the earrings improved eyesight for night watches, allowing them to see better in darkness. These adornments, acquired in exotic ports, served as talismans against all manner of maritime disasters. Beyond earrings, sailors also inked their skin with protective symbols. A rooster and a pig, tattooed onto a sailor's feet, supposedly prevented drowning by showing them the way to shore. This belief apparently stemmed from the observation that these animals, shipped in floating wooden crates, often survived shipwrecks and reached shore alive. If a pig could survive, surely a sailor could too, if they just had one inked on their leg. British and Irish sailors also adopted black ship's cats, believed to bring good luck. High levels of care were directed toward keeping these cats happy, feeding them well, and protecting them from harm. The logic behind this belief was actually sound. Cats hunted rodents that damaged ropes and stores of grain, and also spread disease among the crew. A healthy cat meant a healthier ship and safer voyage, even if sailors attributed this to mystical good luck rather than pest control. Coins and the gods. Before setting sail, coins were thrown into the sea as a small toll to Neptune, the god of the ocean, for a safe voyage. This transactional relationship with divinity was common among seafarers. Some took it further, believing that a ship built with a silver coin beneath the mast and a gold coin in the keel had greater luck than vessels without them. The logic was simple. Riches attracted riches. A small sacrifice of precious metals helped ensure smooth sailing, calm waters, and favorable winds. These coins became mystical anchors, invisible protection built into the very structure of the vessel. The practice blended practical insurance with spiritual belief, creating a psychological comfort that made sailors feel they had some control over forces far beyond their power. When you're facing the vast, unpredictable ocean, a coin hidden in your ship's keel provides the illusion of safety, and sometimes illusion is enough. Mermaids and mysterious waters. As mysterious mistresses of the sea, mermaids occupied a strange space in pirate superstition, part legend, part sighting, part hallucination brought on by months at sea. Many sailors claim to have seen beautiful women with green hair seductively calling them into deep waters while their minds deteriorated from isolation. In 1608, explorer Henry Hudson recorded that 2 of his men sighted one. This morning, one of our company looking overboard saw a mermaid and calling up some of the company to see her. One more came up, and by that time she was come close to the ship's side, looking earnestly on the men. A little after the sea came and overturned her. From the navel upward, her back and breasts were like a woman's, as they say that saw her, but her body as big as one of us. Manatees rising from the sea and fluttering their alluring fins were probably the illusion causing these sightings. though sailors at the time had no way of knowing this. In European folklore, a mermaid could become human and acquire a soul if she married and had a child with a mortal. Most legends portrayed mermaids as soulless temptresses, relating back to the historic taboo against women on water. Kraken, those legendary sea monsters, may have been based on sightings of giant squids, massive creatures that could genuinely threaten a wooden ship. The psychology of superstition. Most pirates were sailors first, so their world was laced with superstitions inherited from generations of seafarers before them. Life was hazardous, and superstitions explained why people suffered misfortune and how they might avoid it. These beliefs arose through the incorrect assignment of cause and effect. When something strange or terrible happened, sailors invented logical-sounding explanations based on their current knowledge. A storm hit after someone whistled? The whistling caused it. A crew member drowned after they spotted an albatross? The bird was cursed. The superstitions weren't random. They emerged from real dangers and scientific coincidences, but the connections drawn between cause and effect were often wrong. Yet these beliefs served purposes beyond simple fear. They reinforced discipline, unity, and respect for the sea's power. They gave sailors a sense of control in a situation with many variables. When facing the unknown, a ritual or taboo made people feel like they could influence their fate. The superstitions acted as cognitive shortcuts, encouraging vigilance against potential dangers like storms or equipment failures by attributing them to omens or taboos, thereby reducing complacency and prompting preparatory actions. Whether or not a mermaid exists, believing in the danger kept sailors alert and cautious. Whether or not gold earrings actually prevented drowning, wearing them boosted confidence and morale. The ritual itself isn't the decider of the future, but it makes people feel like they have some control over chaos. So the next time you're near a dock and someone warns you against bananas aboard a vessel, remember that superstitions aren't born from nothing. They're born from the ocean's brutal reality, from watching sailors disappear beneath waves, from desperate attempts to make sense of the senseless. If you want to explore more maritime mysteries and the people who sailed into them, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos about the ocean's darkest secrets. Thanks for diving deep with me, and I'll see you next time.